Hi, I'm Leon Lovelace, and this is Unstoppable Force. Okay, today is Inauguration Day. Trump's getting inaugurated. He's now the President of the United States. Fridays aren't the ideal day for me to shoot videos, so not sure if I'm gonna. Hopefully, you could watch this later on Friday and not on Saturday. Hopefully, I have that up by then. But I'm not gonna be able to. Don't think I'll be able to get anything shot to talk about. Mostly about how disastrous Trump's cabinet picks are, the rest of them, and just how they're unqualified and they're just gonna spin that wheel of corruption that Obama and George Bush did before, with just the same old insiders that they normally bring. So hopefully I'll bring that to you guys on Saturday or Sunday. But now I have a report from the Huffington Post on the new pipeline protest is in Texas. A new front has opened in the fight against the developer of the Dakota Access Pipeline. The battleground this time is rural West Texas, where a small yet intense opposition to building the Pecos Pipeline has gained force in recent days. The rugged geography and climate and arid climate around the Texas pipeline is different than the North Dakota landscape, where thousands of Native Americans and their allies have camped in the snow and risked arrest to oppose the Dakota Access Pipeline. But the protesters are copying the playbook that brought victories to the Standing Rock Sioux and setbacks to developer energy transfer partners. Many of the protesters in West Texas are also Native American and identify as water protectors or defenders. Small groups have bunkered down at sites like the Two Rivers Camp near Marfa and promise an extended resistance through the winter. The 148-mile Pecos Pipeline, which runs underground, would transport natural gas extracted by fracking in the state through the Chihuahua Desert and canyons of the Big Bend region of the Rio Grande and across the border to Mexico. Opponents fear that en route, that the violet gas could ignite and start a devastating fire. One of the first big actions against the pipeline, several dozen people holding signs entered an active construction site this past Saturday, and two protesters who had attached themselves to construction equipment were arrested and released. Mark Glover, one of the two people charged Saturday with trespassing by the Presidio County Sheriff's Office, told HuffPost that he hoped his arrest raised the profile of the fight against the Pecos project. Anytime you could bring attention to an unjust corporate move, to a dereliction in our laws that is against the people, that to me is worth the time I spent underneath a bulldozer and in jail, said Glover, 61, of Alpine, Texas. Glover complained that the oil and gas industry sits in the driver's seat of Texas politics. The people were put in the back seat. But we don't want to be in the back seat anymore. We want to be in the front, he said. Third pipeline protest led by Native Americans and others is gathering strength in Florida against the 550-mile Sabal Trail project. The Pecos Pipeline is about 1/8 the length of the 1,172-mile Dakota Access Project, but it may be much harder to stop. The Texas Pipeline is 90% built. Completion is scheduled for March. Because this pipeline cuts entirely through private land, government authorities have fewer ways to exercise oversight than they did with the Dakota Access Project. The state already used eminent domain to clear land for the Texas Pipeline, which has reportedly sparked lawsuits from some property owners. With the first arrest of Pecos protesters in this county earlier this month, Presidio County Sheriff Danny Dominguez worried about their intentions. They're peaceful, but you get a couple in there who want to stir it up and cause some drama, Dominguez told HuffPost. They have the right to protest, but they need to do it legally. Yeah, there's a statement from the energy transfer partners, but of course that's going to be just that PR bullshit about how, it'll be okay and it's good for the environment, blah blah blah. You know, all their lies are going to do to justify producing this natural gas. Oh, and it's just funny that the guy says, people need to protest legally. Well, if you do it legally, then you're not really disrupting the establishment enough to really force them to actually respect your needs and to actually even respect the laws that they need to follow and just make sure they're not just destroying or just harming people in order to earn money. But hopefully, just this story will help bring out more awareness and get more people, especially people in Texas, to start fighting against energy transfer partners, because this is just really another problem about private businesses wanting to maybe not break laws, but really do unethical things like take people's land whenever they shouldn't, because this is a private project, not a public project. So people really need to rally and start fighting more. Hopefully we can at least delay it. Maybe we could stop this one or some other pipeline projects, because this is really not what we need. We need to go to sustainable green energy and not the old world fossil fuels. So we got to keep fighting, and eventually we're going to get more wins, and we got to start switching to green energy. All right, so thanks for watching, and watch one of my next videos.